In the heart of Abia State's bustling commercial hub, lived Chief Ebuka Okonkwo, a textile magnate known across southeastern Nigeria. With shops sprawling from Oriaria Market to Onitsha, and containers that docked monthly in Lagos, Chief Ebuka had built an empire out of Ankara, lace, and men's senator fabrics. But beyond the millions he commanded, what made him legendary was his philosophy of Igbo boy, the traditional Igbo apprenticeship system. Over the past 20 years, he had mentored more than 40 young men from villages and city outskirts, giving them shelter, skills, and eventually freedom, or settlement, the capital to start their own business. Chief Ebuka had one child, Amoka, a brilliant, graceful young woman who had just returned from studying law at the University of Lagos. She was his jewel, his aider, and the apple of his late wife's eye. While other chiefs married off their daughters to politicians or men with pedigree, Chief Ebuka often said at Omona meetings, "A man's worth is not in his father's name but in his own sweat." At 62, with his health beginning to falter and Amoka entering her late 20s, talk of marriage became more frequent. Suitors came in fleets, sons of senators, oil barons, tech CEOs, but none moved Chief. Then came Chigazi, a quiet young man who had started under Chief's mentorship 7 years earlier. From Engwa by blood, Chigazi was the son of a roadside pepper seller. Chief had taken him in after seeing him fend off a thief at Oriaria one rainy morning. Chigazi was the kind of apprentice others whispered about. He opened the shop before anyone else, knew every fabric by name and origin, kept the accounts tighter than the accountant himself, and once recovered 5.2 million Nigerian nairas from a dubious Lagos distributor through sheer determination. When Chigazi's 7th year approached, everyone expected a general settlement. Chief surprised them. Instead of just handing him 10 million Nigerian nairas, Chief said at the Igbo boy celebration, "You have shown strength. But to lead men, you need more than strength. You need purpose. Tell me what you want, and I shall provide it." Chigazi responded, "I want to build my own importation line. I want to bring ABA into Dubai and vice versa." Chief smiled but said nothing. That night, he handed Chigazi 15 million Nigerian nairas, a brand new Toyota Hilux, and a leased warehouse in Oriaria. But he was still watching. Over the next 18 months, Chigazi's business exploded. He established Gozi Textiles, targeting mid-tier fabric retailers in eastern Nigeria. His style? Simplicity. He sold in bulk at fair prices, always on time, and treated customers like kings. He soon opened outlets in Owerri, Uyo, and even Makurdi. But it wasn't his business growth that moved Chief. It was what he did with his first year of profit. Chigazi returned to Engwa and built a 6-classroom block in his old secondary school. No noise, no fanfare, just cement, hope, and a small plaque that read, "To the boys who dare to dream." One Friday morning, Chief invited him to his estate. Not the shop, his home. In the rose-scented garden where Amoka often read law journals, Chief poured Chigazi a glass of zobo and said, "I've watched you rise. You never asked me for more than you earned. You respected my daughter without seeking her. I believe you have what it takes to build more than wealth. I want to offer you the most precious thing I have, my daughter's hand in marriage." Chigazi was speechless. "Sir, I didn't know you." Amoka is." Chief interrupted with a chuckle. "She's aware. I didn't raise a fool. I asked her to choose between 5 suitors. She wrote one name." The wedding shook ABA. Not because of wealth, but because of meaning. Traders shut their shops. Past apprentices flew in from the UK, South Africa, and Port Harcourt. Goats were slaughtered. Palm wine flowed like rain. Traditional drummers from Enugu danced till dawn. At a traditional Igbo wedding in Igbanku, Amoka wore coral beads, her wrapper lined with gold. Chigazi, now known as Odigu Textiles, bowed before Chief, who handed him a bronze staff. "This is my blessing. You have earned more than my trust, you have become my son. 5 years later, Amoka and Chigazi would co-found a textile arbitration firm, solving cross-border trade disputes between Nigerian and Chinese importers. They became one of Nigeria's most admired business couples. Chief Ibuka retired fully, devoting his time to teaching young apprentices ethics, trade, and discipline. When he passed on at the age of 70, ABA came to a halt. Chigazi wept openly at the burial. In the middle of Chief's will was one line. To Chigazi, who showed that blood does not make a son, dignity does.